Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. This is just going to be a quick tutorial or inspiration of something that I did to add some charm to my dining area. I follow an Instagrammer by the name of Honeybee Farms, and in her kitchen she has these really pretty green shutters on each side of her window. So I really wanted to have the same look. And I don't know if you've ever tried to buy shutters before just for decoration, but they can get kind of pricey. So I went over to the Habitat for Humanity Restore shop, and they were running a sale on shutters for $5 a piece. Well, since these were hinged together, I got the pair of them for $5. So, I mean, you can't beat that. So I took the hinges off, and I wanted like an old painted over shutter look. So I painted them. I first painted them with a coat of brown paint, thinking that, if I distressed it enough that you'd see the brown coming through. It didn't really work out for me this time. So as you see here, I painted the brown on there and then added the green paint over the top of it. And I guess if I did sand it back, you might have seen it, but I didn't even go that far. I added a couple of different colors of green paint. I used DIY paints, Aviary and Salty Kiss, and I painted over them, and I would spray paint it with water. Use a water bottle and spray it on there so that the colors blended. Of course, my cat is running over them, but they're dry right here. But so what I did was I put water over it to try and blend the colors together. I also added a little Bohemian Blue, which is kind of like a teal blue color on the ends. And then I went through after it was dry and added some of that brown paint again, just in some corners to give it a little just worn out look. And the paint color turned out great. And I knew that once I put the wax on, it would bring those colors back out. So that's what I did. I really loved how it turned out. I added dark wax to it after the brown, and you'll see here in a sec that it gave it that worn out, beat up old shutter look that you see on Granny's house from way back. So that's what I did here. And in a second you'll see I just added some little ring screw things that I had in my garage and some twine and hung them up using that. And it added a lot of character to that space, and I love how it looks. Here I'll show you a close-up of this red chair in a second. I'm going to have another DIY recovering that red stool. It reminded me of something that I had done in my grandmother's that my grandmother had in her kitchen for a long time. But make sure you follow me if you want to see me redo that chair. But the color of the shutters turned out great. I had painted over a pressed back chair that you'll see in a second, and I loved the way that looked. So that's really why I chose those colors, because when I put that chair in my kitchen, I'm going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace soon, but I really liked the green and what it did against all the blue that I have going on in here. And yeah, it turned out great. Didn't cost me but $5, and the paint that I already had. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't cost a lot of money to add some charm. Thanks for coming. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can check out this and some of the other things that I've got going on. I'm planning on adding some more character to my entryway this year, and I'd really love for you to join me. Some of these things I teach myself as I go along, and you can go along with me. But here's that stool, and I can't wait for you to join me. Here's a quick peek at the stool I recovered from my mother for Christmas. If you want to see how I redo mine, make sure you hit subscribe and you'll get notified. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you'll be inspired to try something like this in your home. And I hope that you'll subscribe so that you can see how I attempt to add charm to my new build home through DIY and my decorating style. Also, if you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram. Thanks for stopping by.